Hey everyone, Devin here from the member success team, and I have with me Jennifer. She's recently been hired, and she shared with me something that I believe is absolute gold, especially as you're going through your job search process or your career search process, and that is mindset. So she was just recently hired again at a really great company, she's been working with me for just shy of a month. So Jennifer, if you don't mind to just share a little bit of who you are, your background, and your process and how landed this role.
Sure. Thank you so much, Devin. So I'm Jennifer. I live in San Diego, and I joined Prehired for the certification because I wanted to boost my sales skills. I have a history in marketing, and I know that the earning potential that I have is better with sales. So one of the things that was I felt was holding me back was my confidence level in, first, I'm not a new employee coming in at an SDR role, so I might not be their typical hire. And I also was concerned that people might put me in a marketing box or wonder what I was doing. So that was all in my head, and I knew that, right? And our coaches would tell me that. And so when it came time for me to start interviewing, I went back to the beginning of our the whole program. And I went back and I reviewed everything from, the sales tools I didn't need as much, but what I really needed was the sales psychology. And also I looked at, what is the mindset and how do we describe, what we would be doing in a sales role. I hadn't been in one in a really long time. Some of you may be in the same boat, or you may have never been in one, or it might be, your first job you're looking for. So I also know that from some of my past training outside of this program, that visualization is a really important part of this. So when I talked to one of my friends that I have as kind of an accountability partner, I was encouraged to write out exactly what I wanted my job to be and what by when. So this is a tool people use in lots of areas of their life. And I started journaling. By Labor Day 2020, I will have a job I'm excited about, prepared for, and good at. Remote position or in North County, San Diego, customer success or sales development rep or account development rep. I will also have a clear idea of what I'd like to do next. That just means in life, like how will this help my other goals? And I wrote that in my morning journal every day. And it just helped me get my head around what I wanted and what I was hoping to draw towards me. And then I added, this is important actually, in the science-based sales psychology section number 6 in our program. You can go back and review this, and there's the 5 C's of a 6-figure sales pro, and there's the science-based sales mindset. And in that science-based sales mindset, that's a text document that you've probably already saved to your Google Drive. It's got about 15 I am statements about what we can do, what we do as reps. And I believe that Josh recommended in that we print these out and hang them on our mirror and practice saying them. I did that. I wear glasses. I wasn't always able to do it, but I hung it by my computer because it's not always by my bathroom mirror. I hung it by my computer and I looked at it and I reviewed that every time before I went on a call so that I know who I am. I choose clarity over closing. I care about every prospect. I am great at research. I'm great at keeping my pipeline full. I'm great at sticking at a program. All of those statements, I don't have them in front of me right now, but you guys know what I mean and you can find them. Pick the ones that you feel most comfortable with. Now I'm giving advice instead of saying what I did, but that's okay. I'm just talking to whoever this might benefit. Yeah. And it really helps. And there's a reason Josh puts this in the program. Josh has a lot of positivity minded things going on in here that if you look for it, you'll find it. It's always about being helpful. It's always about solving a problem for the prospects. And that's what hiring managers, I believe, want to see today. especially with software solutions. Software solution is a longer decision-making process. And so I knew that I might not know what their product does exactly, but I know how to ask questions and relate to people. Also, just a little bit about me, because was in this position with my career. I'm mid-career, and a little bit, and I'm trying to do this sales thing now, and I am doing it. So that's awesome. But I had a little bit of an imposter syndrome going on in my head too. Like, am I going to be able to do this? I don't know what this is about. Are they going to want me? Kind of just fears that come up. And the best way to overcome that was going back to the I am statements that Josh provided us. And I made up some of my own. Like, I am reliable. People want me on my team. I'm creative. I'm capable. What else did I do? I'm a great communicator. I'm a great connector. And doing that every day, especially in the morning if you can, really just sets up your mind to be able to go out and do it. For me, set up my mind to be able to go out and do what I needed to do. And I think that's what we covered. Was there any part of it I missed, Devin, that we talked about prior?
No, I believe that you hit the nail on the head. And I believe that was that's very important, because now you have a job, but, in less than, we've been working together for under a month. You have a job that you wanted. Is it remote, or will you be going in office?
It's remote, and in San Diego, people are going back to work depending, but I was told that my job will be remote until October 1st, and maybe longer. So at this point, a lot of teams are already working remote successfully, and they're leery in San Diego, at least in California, of getting people back to work too soon.
Sure.
That.
So cool. So everything that you wrote down, what you were looking for, what you were hoping to have, what you visualized has all come to pass. It came into fruition. And I, being your connector mentor, I couldn't be more proud. But I also think that what you put into practice on a daily basis has really, aided in you getting in you, being where you are today. Definitely eradicating those limiting beliefs and using powerful I am statements really, has shown, the power of your word and the power of your thoughts. So I think everyone can benefit from this. She's mentioned before, the psychology module. Sometimes we're so quick to jump into the tools. We're so quick to jump into the career search process that we fail sometimes to just think about what it is that we want, visualize what we want, and then write down a few mantras that can help us get there. Because if you are confident and you're saying these mantras, that's what shows up on interviews, and that's what shines while you're interviewing, and that's what the managers will essentially like. And one of the things that I tell people all the time is, you may not know it all. You may be unqualified, but if you're likable and you're relatable, a manager will hire because of that, because they can train you to be a great SDR. So that's all that we have for you guys. Please, please, please go back and look at the psychology module. Learn the 3 C's, write down the I am statements that you identify with the most, and then even create your own, as Jennifer did, and watch what happens. I'm Devin with Prehired Member Success Team, and we look forward to seeing your success.